It's right. It's true. I am a different breed. I think differently. I'm in my own lane, and yeah, I'm very strict on certain things. I do admit that, and to some people, I do come across as, for some who don't understand me, I come across as aloof and all of that. But they're dead wrong. If they're 100% real, honest, truthful, and authentic, and they get to know me properly on a much deeper level, they're going to see me in a complete different light than what they prejudged me in being, because they didn't give me a chance to get to know me properly. How everybody should be getting to know each other properly. You take baby steps, you take your sweet time in getting to know each other, because honestly, there is no rush to get to know one another. Take your sweet time. And if you don't want arguments, misunderstandings, any type of confusion, and you don't want neither side to feel pressured, it's best just to be straight to the point all the time. So there's no room for confusion and feelings of insecurity. So see, I can't be around people who have overwhelmed feelings of insecurity, jealous, that they like to be in control all the fucking time. Like, come on. Been there, done that. I don't want to be around controlling, possessive, you know what I mean, stern, take life too seriously type of people. I just can't be around that. There's gonna be a personality clash. Let me be brutal there. There's gonna be people aren't gonna be real with me. Like, I've tried to encourage this individual that I'm currently talking to cough up and tell me the truth of who they truly are and stop pretending, stop masking. They're refusing to. And they think that I can't see it. I know I'm not talking to this person that they're claiming themselves to be. This person is, has been, I think, multiple times been trying to get my attention. And because I'm not interested in them and they know that very well, that's why they keep coming back and pretending to be multiple people. They're not taking no for an answer. Okay, fine, fair enough. But obviously this individual's not happy with strictly being friends. They want more than that. They want me to be with them, to be their saviour, their beacon of light, whatever it is that they're desiring. It's not, it's an illusion. It's not real, it's not real, it's not realistic whatsoever. That's why I'm very strict with men. When they approach me, they must come correct, and they must be who they say they are. And they must be willing to video call eventually at some point. If they're not willing to, then I know that this person's a dodo bird and should be treated like one. Like, what have these people got to hide? What that they're, that's why they catfish. That's what they call catfish. And I've never catfished anybody. And I don't like people who do it. Okay, there's no need for that crap, but people do it. And I can't understand their mindset. Obviously, they've got no self-love, no confidence. For them to do what they're doing, that's what it tells me, that they're not fully healed. There's a lot of trauma going on there, a lot of major issues that they need to fix themselves. They can't keep coming to me and relying on me to help them fix those particular issues within themselves. They've got to learn to sort that out for themselves. I'm willing to be there strictly as a friend, but nothing more, but they're not satisfied with that. They want more. And the thing is, I'm a strong believer in just say this is a big bag of salt. Okay? Now, that needs to be finished before I can even dare to fully consider that person to have a heart of gold. You know what I mean? Like, I really need to get to know you well. Inside and out practically. Get to know, your friends, your family, get to know you all well. But no, some people are highly impatient and they just want what they want and they don't give a stuff about how I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. It's all me complex. And I sense that with a lot of these people who approach me, it's all about what they want. It's not about what I want. You know what I mean? It's not 50-50 here. at all. They're only thinking about themselves the whole entire time. And that's how it also comes across. And it's not a good quality to see that, to see that in that individual. So it's like, come on, you've got to meet me halfway here. You've got to understand it from my perspective as well, not just your own. So you've got to be stepping into my shoes and looking back. And, in order for these people to truly understand where I'm coming from and where I'm at when they don't quite grasp it, they should see it from my perspective as well, before they make a total decision on anything. You know what I mean? But they don't do it because they've just got no logic, no common sense. Part of their brain, I don't know, is gone. It's very annoying, but I just wish they just stopped coming. Like, come on. You want a woman that you can easily manipulate, shape, and mold into the type of freak that you want them to be. Well, it ain't me. I'm not your freak of nature that you can shape and mould. I'm not your robot and I'm not your slave. So if you're looking for that, well, you're going to the wrong place. It ain't me. You're better off with some bimbo who's dumb as hell, who will spread her legs from here to whoop whoop, for you with a drop of a hat. Well, by all means, go for that type of chick. Do not come for me, because you're not going to get what you want in that area either. I'm not going to just sleep with any Tom, Dick and Harry. Like, I do have morals, I do have decency and standards, and no matter how good looking the person may be on the surface level, there's no way I'm just going to give in to their demands just like that. I need to really get to know them well before it even dares to get to that stage of sex, if you know what I mean. Yeah. But some people demand sex first and get to know you later, and that ain't me. I'm not into one-night stands either. That's a big no-no for me. I've told these idiots more than once they don't believe me. They don't listen. They don't care. That's the point. They don't care about me and how I feel. It's all about them and what they want and what they feel. And that's the honest truth. That's exactly what it is. Most of these idiots out there who are fucking only in it for the wrong reasons, don't think about themselves. And it's so fucking annoying. It's like, come on, you got to be, willing to compromise. But, you've got to have something to show for it. You can't just fucking demand. And what are you going to give them in return? It's got to be reciprocated in the correct and equal manner. Things need to, but I don't know. No wonder people's relationships constantly fail. They just keep repeating cycles. That's exactly what it is. They're just not learning from anything that they've done. They keep thinking, the problem's not me, it's her. It's all her. And it's like, nah, it takes two to ruin a relationship, thank you. You both are at fault in some form or fashion. And I'm a strong believer in that. There's no point in the bloke blaming everything on the chick, or the chick blaming everything on the man. You both are fucked up somewhere along the line. Either the woman wasn't tainted enough, gave enough affection or enough praises. But when it comes to the bedroom, you shouldn't really be cheating on one another because you're not getting enough sex. Now, I think that's a bit of a low blow. Sex isn't everything, but these days people put that on there, very on top of the priority list. It's all they fucking care about is bonking each other's brains out, and they think that's the most important thing when it's not. It's not. But some people seriously prioritise that, and they think it's the best thing in the world, and that should always come first. And nah, I'm definitely a different breed.